Welcome to WildLens, the world through nature's eyes, where every frame takes you closer to the untamed beauty of our planet, from the smallest hunters hiding in the grasslands to the giants roaming the oceans. Join us as we uncover hidden worlds, extraordinary creatures, and the wild stories that shape life on Earth. This is not just a documentary, it's nature like you've never seen it before.
Today, we're diving into the strange and spectacular world of one of nature's oldest survivors, the frog. At first glance, a frog might seem like a simple little amphibian sitting quietly by the pond. But behind those bulging eyes and slippery skin lies one of the most fascinating evolutionary stories ever told. Frogs have outlived dinosaurs, adapted to almost every climate on Earth, and evolved into thousands of shapes, colors, and sizes. From rainforest canopies to frozen tundras, frogs have conquered the planet in ways few animals ever could. Let's travel back in time around 250 million years ago to the early Triassic period. Earth was recovering from the greatest mass extinction in history, and life was beginning to take new forms. It was during this time that the first amphibians resembling modern frogs began to appear. These early ancestors, called Procellaris and Triadobatrachus, were the pioneers of jumping locomotion. While they still had tails and primitive features, they already showed the beginnings of the powerful hind legs that make frogs such incredible leapers today. Over millions of years, frogs evolved into one of the most diverse and adaptable groups of animals on the planet. Today, there are over 7,500 known species of frogs, and scientists are still discovering new ones every year. They belong to the order Anura, which literally means without tail, distinguishing them from their close cousins, the salamanders and caecilians. Now, what makes frogs so extraordinary? Let's start with their anatomy. Frogs are biological marvels. Their long, muscular hind legs are designed for explosive power. A single jump can send some species more than 20 times their body length. Their bones are lightweight, their bodies are compact, and their pelvises are flexible, built for launching themselves with perfect precision. Their skin is smooth, moist, and full of pores that allow them to breathe both through their lungs and directly through their skin. This dual respiratory system helps them survive in water and on land, a feature that makes them true masters of adaptation. And those eyes, large, round, and positioned high on the head, give frogs nearly 360-degree vision. Some frogs can even see behind themselves without turning their heads. Their eyes also help them swallow food. When a frog blinks, its eyes press down into its skull to help push food down its throat. It's a strange but ingenious mechanism. When it comes to sound, frogs are nature's ultimate vocalists. The croaks, ribbits, and trills we hear in the night aren't random noises, they're songs of survival. Males use these calls to attract females or to warn rival males. Each species has its own unique call, and some can be heard from more than a mile away. The loudest frog in the world, the male coqui frog from Puerto Rico, can produce a call reaching up to 100 decibels, about as loud as a jackhammer. But not all frogs live the same way. The diversity among them is astonishing. In the Amazon rainforest, the glass frog is almost entirely transparent, you can actually see its beating heart through its skin. In the Australian outback, the water-holding frog can bury itself underground and survive years of drought by encasing itself in a cocoon of mucus. In the forests of Madagascar, the tomato frog puffs up its body to appear larger and secretes a sticky toxin to deter predators. And in the mountains of Chile, the Darwin's frog carries its young inside its vocal sac until they're ready to emerge as fully formed froglets. And then there's the poison dart frog, one of the most stunning and deadly creatures on Earth. These tiny, brightly colored amphibians carry enough toxin to kill several humans. Indigenous tribes once used their venom to tip the darts of their blowguns, hence the name. But here's the twist: these frogs don't actually produce their own poison. They get it from eating certain toxic insects and ants found in their environment. In captivity, where their diet changes, they lose their toxicity completely. The life cycle of a frog is another wonder of nature. Few animals undergo such dramatic transformations. It begins as an egg, laid in water or damp environments. Within days, these eggs hatch into tadpoles, legless, fish-like creatures that breathe through gills. Over time, they grow legs, develop lungs, absorb their tails, and emerge as adult frogs. This process, known as metamorphosis, is one of the most remarkable biological transitions in the animal kingdom. Its evolution unfolding before our very eyes. But the frog's story isn't just one of survival and adaptation, it's also one of vulnerability. Frogs are what scientists call bioindicators. Because their skin absorbs water and air, they're highly sensitive to environmental changes. Pollution, habitat destruction, and climate change hit them harder than most creatures. In recent decades, frogs around the world have been disappearing at alarming rates, with over 1/3 of all species now threatened with extinction. A deadly fungus known as chytrid has wiped out entire populations, altering ecosystems forever. And yet, hope remains. Conservationists across the globe are working tirelessly to protect frogs and their habitats. Breeding programs, habitat restoration, and public awareness campaigns are helping bring some species back from the brink. Scientists are also studying frog skin secretions for their potential in medicine. Some compounds show promise in fighting bacteria, viruses, and even cancer. So, while frogs are fragile, they may also hold the keys to powerful medical discoveries for humans. Frogs are found on every continent except Antarctica, from tropical rainforests to deserts, high mountains, and even urban ponds. Their adaptability is unmatched. In some places, frogs freeze solid during winter, their hearts stopping completely only to thaw and leap back to life when spring returns. Others, like the African bullfrog, dig deep burrows to escape the heat and wait patiently for rain. Frogs are not just survivors, they're storytellers of evolution, climate, and life itself. Their songs echo across forests and wetlands, marking time through millions of years of natural history. They remind us of how delicate and interconnected the world truly is. Every croak at dusk, every leap across a pond, is a small but vital part of Earth's living symphony. So the next time you hear a frog calling out in the night, take a moment to listen. That sound connects us to an ancient lineage, one that's been hopping across the Earth since before the first humans walked upright. Frogs are living fossils of endurance and adaptability, tiny ambassadors of the planet's resilience. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the remarkable world of frogs. If you enjoyed this deep dive into their origins, features, and secrets, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to WildLens, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your curiosity wild, and remember, every croak tells a story millions of years in the making. WildLens, the channel where we dive deep into the wildest corners of nature to uncover the most fascinating creatures on Earth. If you love exploring the secrets of the animal kingdom, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and join us on this adventure.